All right, welcome back. My name is Tony, and I am studying for the LSAT, and I'm sharing my progress each day here on this video feed. And so I'm currently, as you can see on the screen, working on sufficient and necessary conditions. The last thing I did were main point questions and argument structure questions. I think that I did already, yeah, I already reviewed with you guys the main point questions. Here is my sufficient and necessary, or here is my calendar. I made it through all this first week in 4 days, so that's a good sign. I also made it into this day a little bit. And so I'm today going to finish up sufficient and necessary conditions. You can see I did argument structure questions last time, and just to show you quickly how I did. I did 80%, so I was 90 something percent on the like 93 on the main point questions. So these are very cool. This is a very cool software. I don't know what Blueprint's like. I'd actually really love to hear how this compares with Blueprint. But what I want to show here is how the questions work. So here we have a question. You can see the timer is already running, and I'm going to move myself over here. What you have are underline and 3 highlighters and an eraser. So you can read through the question and the stimulus and the stem, and then go for your answers here. And what you can do is you can use these, like this argument structure deal is to try and train you in how to pull apart the argument. So the most difficult part for this one for me was whether or not this first statement was the conclusion or this last statement was the conclusion. I came to the conclusion that the last part was the conclusion. But you can see how you can erase it. You can come back and say, okay, I'm going to use this to do my premises. So here's premise number 1, here's premise number 2, and that can kind of help you break up the argument so that when you go down to look for the answer, that homelessness is a serious social problem figures in the argument in which of the following ways. I seem to got this correct. And so that's how that works. I found this to be helpful. I don't know how it compares with others. It looks like there's a message board here too, and they have office hours. I haven't gone to any other classes yet, but I'm focusing on learning the fundamentals, and none of their office hours, which are live classes, have coincided with exactly what I'm looking at that day. I don't know if the office hours are here somewhere. I'm sure they are. Let's see if we can look at what's on today. I don't know what this is. I think this is okay. Oh, here's the office hours. Okay, so tomorrow looks like today, the 17th. Let's see if they have any. They do have some today, but I don't know where they are. Maybe they've already done them. 16, 15, 14. Anyway, so none of this has coincided with my any particular day of work. So when it does, or if I ever need help, like for instance on sufficient and necessary conditions, I could probably go over here and filter. Let's see, sufficient and necessary. Surely they have something here on it. Sequencing sufficient. Here we go. So let's grab that. Let's see if they have a like on it for just necessary assumption. Okay, yeah. So let's grab all 3 of these and see what we come up with. All right, so it looks like I can watch any of this, and that'll be helpful for me. There's, probably a lot more content here than I have time to go through, at least at this point, because I don't know what I don't know yet, right? So anyway, all that to say, I'll carry on today. Yesterday, or on Friday, I did some notes on sufficient and necessary conditions based on a video, and here's a kind of a chop out from a screenshot from their video where they're teaching me about it. And I'll be reviewing this and then starting my notes up again here in a minute as I start. And thank you very much for watching, and let me know if you have any comments, something that you'd like to see, a differential that you see between this and Blueprint. Any of that kind of stuff will be helpful for me and hopefully for you as well. So have a great day, and thank you for watching. Let's see.